Frequent flyer, fly, la 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 la. Frequent flyer is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend the warmest welcome back out here at the field. I got a new one for y'all this time. This is the ParkTen P51D, and this is a brand new model here from AliExpress, a good AliExpress find. And this thing looks awesome. It's a small, I'm really excited about these companies starting to make these models smaller and with brushless motors. This little guy has a brushless motor. There's no pop-off prop system though, so if you're not a fan of that pop-off prop system, then maybe this one is for you. I'll have codes in the description, of course, for the October sale for you guys to try to take advantage of this if this is the one you want. It's a smaller model than the XK A280, I think it is. Yeah, the A280 is the XK P51D, and this one is 510 millimeters. So this is about the same size as the BM26, if you guys are familiar with that. It's a little larger than the Volantex mini Warbirds or micro Warbirds, and this is advertised as a 5-channel, and it actually shows lights in the listing, but when I got mine, it had the lenses for the lights, the space for them, but they're not in there. It does come with drop tanks, so I think that's awesome that this has drop tanks. To be such a small model and have drop tanks, I think that's unique, I guess. They can be removed and all. It has some landing gear that looks not too bad, but they're a little stiff. The wheels are up the front, so hopefully that doesn't affect the landing too much. I am out here on some sand. There's some sand right here in this baseball diamond. But it's by ParkTen, and the listing says ParkTen, but as you can see from this right here, it says Saison. So I don't know what's up with that, but this is a familiar looking transmitter here. This is ParkTen's transmitter. This is the transmitter that the style of transmitter they usually use. It usually looks like this. It has a stunt button on this side. You can hold that stunt button down, and it's supposed to circle or whatnot. They call it hover, but I think it's supposed to just circle for a while and stay in one place. And it has a switch right here. This is the beginner mode, and then you flick it one more time and it's in 3D mode, which is wind mitigation. It doesn't auto level, but it does like help you fight the wind or whatnot. So the gyro is active, but it doesn't auto level. But then if you pull it all the way towards you, then the gyro is completely shut off. And so just 3 modes on it. No mid mode or anything like that, so I don't know if we're gonna get any high deflection or good pitch angles or whatnot, but let's get it up in the air and check it out. It has a little hatch right here on it that you pull that little lever and the top comes off, and you have the battery slid all the way towards the nose there, and pull the battery out. There's a JST connection, and the battery is kind of affected by this little servo right there. So we have a servo socket right there. The board is right there, the main board, and then you have the elevator and rudder servos right there. This battery is 750 milliamp hour pack. A stick pack there, so let's slide that in. I don't know if I had it in right, but let's slide it in this way this time. I'm guessing that's the proper CG for it to go all the way back there. All the way up in the nose of the plane. I was unable to successfully bind this to my Boxer 4-in-1, trying all the different protocols that I usually fly on these planes, and it didn't work, so we're stuck with the stock transmitter. It does have a little screen on there that lets you know what's going on with it. Got to go up and down on the stick to bind it, and it's down. So we're going to test and see if we can do a rolling takeoff from the ground. I'm going to give it a little more room back here. I don't want to set it up for failure. And these wheels seem pretty stiff too, so I don't know, I'm not sure about that. Let's make sure the control surfaces are working correctly. Okay, doesn't look like a lot of deflection, but we'll see once we get it in the air. Let me see, is it doing correcting? It is doing auto leveling, so let's try to take it in the air. Doesn't look like it's getting a lot of deflection now. Make sure I'm recording. Let's get it in the air. I didn't think that it was going to be able to take off with these wheels being so stiff, but we're going to just try to go. I really don't want to break the prop, risk breaking the props. We're not going to be able to take off. You need a smooth surface to properly take off. I don't want to bust the prop up, so we're just going to take off with it by hand. Okay, so, oh man, there's a lot of deflection. I didn't think there was going to be a lot of deflection. I don't know if I was about to stall or what, but it's flying nice though. I'm up high above the tree line just in case it didn't give me a tight turn radius, but it's doing okay though. I think I'm able to turn it inside here, so I'm gonna start bringing it down. Oh, let me try to bring it down. Oh, not the tree. And I got some weird behavior from it. I think it was trying to stall on me because I went too low on the throttle. Now, granted, I do have like the drop tanks on it. I have the wheels on it and all of that stuff. And so it didn't like when I came down on the throttle there. So hopefully everything is intact. I don't have a broken prop or anything. It looks like I do have a broken prop. We got a broken prop, y'all. Sheesh. Broken prop on it. Didn't really get to test much. I think I'm going to break this other side here. I didn't bring an extra prop. Sheesh. When you get a crash, the prop seems like it breaks easy, but then it's hard as heck to break the other one when you're trying to break it. Had to twist that blade off. Okay, maybe we'll be able to fly it this way. I know we're going to get less pull with it. So we know it doesn't like for the throttle to be lowered like that. Let's see if it'll still fly. It is a 2S bird. What throws me off is it tries to go up in the air when you initially take off with it. So with these drop tanks on it and everything, it doesn't like to go slow. Okay, so it's straightened out now. It's not trying to go up in the air on me. I think that's what these companies are starting to do now for beginners, to get them in the air, but I don't like it. I would rather it just fly normally and not take you up so high. I know we got people out there who are probably going to say you're supposed to fly up high. You need some height, but I don't like to fly so far away from me, you know, where I can't see it. I like for these little planes to be down low. You know, they're small enough already, so I feel like I like to fly them lower. Okay, let's try to bring this guy down. We're just gonna have to keep the speed up. That's all. We're just going to keep the speed up, fly it down lower. Okay, so it's flying good. I like the way it flies. Turning good in both directions. So I would say this is a nice park flyer. The rudder is working good. I'm mixing rudder in with the turns to get these tighter turns, and that might be my problem as well. When I slow it down by reflex, I just tend to add a lot of rudder when I turn, and it's not good to give too much rudder when you're slowing down, when you don't have a lot of speed. Giving too much rudder can make you go down. Okay, so let's try to do some rolls and stuff, given we do have less thrust now. Okay, oh, the roll is slow. Sheesh, I almost went down. I'm scared to do another roll, and it's definitely not because of me, because I tested it indoors, holding it in hand, and when you do one of these rolls or anything, it automatically gives you full throttle. You know, it's like an automatic thing when you press these button tricks or whatnot. So let me go up higher and try one. Okay, that's a roll. Yeah, it goes. Okay, so it's giving me an alarm, but it definitely has a lot of it loses a lot of height. Okay, they're giving me a low battery warning. Let me see if I can bring it in for a landing. I tried to pull up at the last minute. Got a bouncy landing. I don't think that those wheels are loose enough to really give it a proper roll, and plus, given the rough terrain that we landed on, just not a good combination for a ground landing. I apologize for the crash. That's all we're going to be able to get out of this video here with this guy. As far as seeing the tricks and all, we ran out of battery. I wanted to see how it does its loops, because it does have a loop function, and I definitely want to see how it flies without all of this stuff on it. I have the drop tanks. I have the drop tanks on it, the wheels and everything. Oh, it does have a steerable tail wheel, so I really like what they did with this model right here. It's awesome if you ask me. You have a small 510 millimeter bird, and it looks really nice. It has lighting capability. I'm thinking I'm going to drop some lights in here, because I do have some lights that'll fit in here perfectly, it seems. I have lights from my Kitty 560, I think it is. I always get mixed up with which one that little bush plane is, but I have that little Kitty model, and it's destroyed actually, and so I use the parts and everything, and so I have the lights, and I think the lights can fit in here. They have there's an open socket inside there where you can plug in the lights and all. We have the little lenses where the lights can fit into, so I guess I'm going to have to run them right there along that reinforcement right there in the middle where they have that carbon fiber rod, and then there's a hole right there in the middle, and so we can run them right through that hole there and plug them in. Hopefully it's long enough, but I would say this is an awesome model. All of the props that they gave me are 4-bladed props, and it seems like it gets good thrust with those 4-bladed props there. And they screw in the front there. There's a screw. It comes with 4 screws, and all 4 screws are the same size, and so you get a screw for the front of the nose there. You get a screw for right here to hold the wings on, and then you get 2 screws back there to hold this tail situation together back there. So, oh, let me unplug this guy. I'm killing this battery here. I like that it has the LVC warning there, so we can know exactly when we need to bring this guy in for a landing. And it comes with an extra nose cone. Mine came with 3 props, but there's a version that comes with I believe it's 8 props, maybe 6 or 8 props, but you get a bunch of props in there. I don't know if you get the lights in that version, but it's a little more. I'm guessing that they probably will give you the lights. But awesome find from AliExpress. The Saison P51D. It comes in it comes in a bunch of colors too. It comes in all the different colors that the P51D comes in, most of them anyway. I haven't seen one in the color of the Voodoo, no purple one, but I see all the other colors there. I think there's about 5 different colors that you can get. And I noticed this on the side. It says Miss Kentucky State Mustang, so Miss Kentucky on this side, but on the other side they spelled Miss wrong. They spelled it M-Y-I-S-S. I guess that's Myis Kentucky State, but let me leave them alone with their mistakes and all. But this is an awesome plane. I like it. I'm going to try to loosen up the wheels a little to get the my ground landings a little better. And oh yeah, I tried all of the protocols. This is not on the ParkTen usual protocol or their protocol with their F22S. It's not the same protocol, guys. So hopefully somebody will come out with the protocol to put on multi-protocol transmitters. But I'm out, y'all. Thanks for watching. I was unable to find the other prop, but I do have the one that I broke off. So try to remember to pick up y'all trash. Don't be a litter bug.